Hello, what's up guys? It is me, Udra. I'm back again with a commentary of Mythic Plus Dungeon. Surprise, surprise. Today I'm gonna be doing Azshara. Actually, I lost aggro on that one, I think. Yeah, I think I did. Pretty sure. Yeah, I did. So I probably did. Yeah, because he spawned the fucking Inferno, that's why. Because the Inferno, it does like a taunt on anything that it attacks, pretty much. So I'm gonna be talking a little bit about what I'm thinking, and a little bit about DK maybe, about my add-ons, macros maybe, bosses and stuff, trash packs. So as you can see, I'll start a bit about talking about the affixes. So the first one is Sanguine. As you can see here, it leaves the puddles of black aids on the ground that if the mobs stand in it, they will get healed. I think they will get increased damage as well, but I'm not too sure about that. But you get damage as well if you stand in it, so you don't want that to happen. So that's why you just gotta, if things die, you just gotta be kiting the other mobs out of it. Okay, good. So now he's gonna spawn the 8, so I'm gonna move a bit. See, there it is. His healing attack, you gotta be interrupting that one. I did not. I thought I had it. Or someone else did, I think. Yeah. Just bloody careful that the oracles don't heal the other mobs, because that's bad. Don't want that happening. These warriors, I'm not really sure what they're doing, but nothing special at least. So there she goes again with the heal. Just gotta interrupt those. Pretty easy. The next affix is Grievous. Basically, it places a debuff on you, as you can see here. If you're under, they're in the sanguine. You didn't. Well, I wasn't paying attention. Place the debuff on you if you're under 90% HP, and it will keep stacking, and it just does physical damage. I think we're ready. And it keeps like stacking up, so you just want to remove that as quick as possible. So I'm gonna be trying to keep the Crest Rider alive, the mage, because this guy, he has an attack that he throws a spear, and so interrupt the heal once again. He throws the spear, it will happen here. Good. And it will throw it on one of my party members, but if there's one of these ads of him in like the path of the spear, then the spear will hit the ad and it won't do any damage to the party member. And the spear does quite a bit of damage. So yeah, I just always prefer to keep the ranger alive, or the mage, I mean. And then they'll just cleave down the melee guy. These guys, you just gotta be interrupting the polymorph fish, because it will polymorph someone into a fish, basically. There it goes again. I'm just gonna arcane turret it. Yeah, we're good. Not 100% sure what the arcane reband does, but normally I only interrupt the polymorph. So I think I'm gonna be playing these small ads as well. Yeah, I think so. Just here we go. And I want to really be moving out when these guys die, because they will root you if they die, and if you get rooted inside the sanguine, well, you're fucked pretty much. I'm gonna be playing these small ads as well. I'm not sure this is the best way, but I've just always built these little blobs. Hoping we don't kill the snail. No, we didn't. Great. But the snail's pretty dangerous as well, because it will... Like, the attack on itself doesn't do a lot of damage. This is the only thing he does, the abrasive slime, and it does an AoE in front of him. Doesn't do much damage in itself, but it will put a debuff on you. Watch, I'll get hit by it. Damage taken increased by 100%. So yeah, if that goes on you twice, you're pretty much dead. So I gotta be careful here, because I'm taking a lot of extra damage because of the debuff. It's careful these snakes, because they're not hostile. So you just don't want to be killing them for no reason. So they're just, wow, they're just white or yellow, I mean. So they're the polymorph you side. No one interrupted it, so polymorph me into like a fish. There we go again, boys. I'm just too slow at interrupting it. Because I'm the only one that can interrupt it right here. Or the Boomkin can as well, but it has like a long ass cooldown. Die already, okay. So this boss, it just basically does two attacks. You gotta be either standing on the platforms, like these little islands, or you're gonna be standing off them. And she spawns. Okay, I'm gonna be going. She spawns ads as well throughout the fight, which you can instantly kill with a debuff she places on random party members, and it will send out the burst of electricity. Here, the Curse of the Witch, or no, not electricity actually, but like yeah, I'm not sure what it is exactly, but it will insta kill these ads, as you can see there. These ads will also leave like the A's on the ground, so you just don't want to be standing in there. So I gotta move to land again. So I'm gonna be aiming it somewhere else, because it will shoot out like to where you're facing. So you just want to be aiming it not at other people, because it knocks them back as well. So I want to be in the water now. Otherwise, if you're on a platform when that happens, then it will destroy the platform, so you don't want that. Okay. Good, very good. So I'm gonna be pulling both of these, because they give a little bit, or like a decent amount of percent for like the effort that is required. I'm doing some fucking dank ass damage though. Look at that, boys. 3 mil DPS. Oh, I'm so slow. As a tank, you really gotta be careful what you clear and what you don't clear here. So you want to be clearing all the hydras, for one. You just want to be killing everything, especially the cove seagulls as well. They don't seem, well, this is the reason why you should be clearing them, because of only that attack. it will disorient you, and what it does to the tank, it will drop aggro, so that's really, really bad. Here he goes again. Okay. So we'll drop aggro, so the guys will just run around like mindlessly and attack your group, so you really don't want that as a tank. It's doing quite a lot of damage. So these Hydras, they have a chance to like inflict a double attack. So I think that's why it just procced twice there, I think. They're procced again, I think. Yeah. Getting quite fucked by this one actually. Damn. Gonna be putting these crabs now, I reckon. Yeah. Or yeah. Okay. We're good. These guys do like a debuff on you, it's not really special or anything. Just reduce your movement speed, I think. Does quite a bit of damage as well. Just gonna be going to the right, probably pull those two guys. You wanna be careful for that. So he just does, like from where he's aiming, he does like the spray sand, and it does a shit ton of damage. As you can see there, it did like half of my HP in one like burst of sand. So the last affix is fortified, and when it's plus 10, it's either fortified or tyrannical, and it's 20% more health and 30% more damage. And it's either bosses, and that's tyrannical, or it's fortified, and that's like non-boss enemies. Here he goes again, boys. So fucking annoying. I'm not sure why I pulled this, because I normally just after the boss I pull these 2 packs here, and that way, yeah, it's better. Why is he pulling, man? If I got fucked over by that seagull over there, I'm not gonna be happy. So this guy, he submerges at, I think it's 33 or 66%. So every 33% he will submerge, and he will like re-emerge somewhere else. And he will spawn these 2 heads, the arcane head and the blazing head. And you just gotta be, the DPS are gonna be dealing with those, so the DPS are gonna be killing those, both of them. And then they won't do any more damage to you. So this is good because he's close, and you gotta interrupt when he goes down like the second time. You gotta be interrupting the I think it's called a rampage that he casts. Just gotta be interrupting that, and you're fine. It's like the only thing really I can say about this boss, because the rest is pretty face roll. Yeah. So the seagull is fucking me over here, but it should be fine for now. Yeah, it's all good. Hope he doesn't do it again, but we should have him done. Yeah. So I think it's because these guys are pre-made. They know like what they're doing, or like they know kind of what they're doing. So they just like pull stuff that I don't want to pull, and that's bad. Because me as the tank, I just want to be pulling everything. So I really hate when like other people pull for me. I didn't even pull the boss myself, because Okay, he can pull those, but he's not doing that. Okay, he is. So he can pull those because I wasn't close and I had the debuff, so I wasn't able to get there in time. But like other than that, there's really no reason for you as DPS or as healer to pull anything really, unless the tank is a little slow in the head. So otherwise the Murlocs, they keep running around like this cave. So if we didn't pull them there, they could have like circled around and grabbed this. Like once we were killing these enemies, they could have like got us from the back and maybe assassinate the healer. So that's pretty good that we killed them beforehand. So someone pulled the snail again. Another one. Even though he's fucking green. We can just keep running because it will de-aggro eventually. But to be honest, we might as well just kill it because it's 50% anyways. So. I'm always a little like uncertain about percentage here. I'm not sure if we should pull these or that we should pull these or whatever. But we can always, after we kill the last boss, we can always like go to the right and then we should be fine. Because you end up at like the same place pretty much that you started at. Oh no, not exactly, but it's close to like percentage, or like mobs that give percentage. I mean. I'm a bit getting rigged, so I'm gonna pop Icebound Fortitude. It's gonna give me 30% decreased damage. So I'll talk a bit about my add-ons in the boss fight. So really the only add-on that you see is, well, not really the only one, but the one you see the most prominent is weak auras. And I use it to track like all my cooldowns and stuff. I didn't make these weak auras. Someone else did. I think his name is Metro. So if you want the weak auras, you can just check it out there. But first and foremost, I have a Blood Drinker here. I'm just tracking a few cooldowns on the right here. Bloodmare is on the right here. There's a talent, but I don't have it equipped since it's not the best week for it. I usually use it on tyrannical weeks, but it's fortified, so it doesn't really matter. And then there's my potion cooldown, so mostly potion of prolonged power. And if I use it, it will go on cooldown here, and it's gonna be resetting at 60 all the time, because in combat your pot doesn't it doesn't like regenerate, or it doesn't go off cooldown. And then next to that is Icebound Fortitude. It's just my damage reduction. It has like a 3-minute cooldown, and we're resing the healer, and it gives you immunity to stuns. Also, if you're a stun, you can use it, and you can just use it to break out of stuns. And the talent, the top one, Blood Drinker, is just a ranged healing ability, I guess. It does 1.8 million and heals you for like 100%, I think. Wow. I should have jumped there actually. What's the next ability? I'm not quite sure. It's Vampiric Blood, and this is my bread and butter ability. It's pretty good. I have a lot of ways to decrease it. Or decrease the cooldown of it, I mean. Not decrease it. And it just basically gives me more health and more healing. And that guy just died on these ads. I'm not sure how you can even die here, but he did it. Props. He got rezzed, I think. Yeah, right. He's, oh my god, he's a fucking panda, man. Or no, he used coin. Okay, good. I was gonna say. And the next cooldown is Dancing Rule Weapon. It basically, it causes your, it gives you 40% parry, and it causes all of your abilities to be duplicated once. And if you have a certain trait in your artifact weapon, it causes all your abilities to be duplicated twice. So it's really good for DPS. So it also increases your AoE abilities. And then here in the middle you can see it just it's basically my rotation, my optimal rotation for mostly for defensive, because it will also show if I need to use Death Strike. This guy's gonna die for sure. Oh no, I forgot he was a warlock, so they don't die ever, apparently. So yeah, it just shows what it should do first, and the OOC means out of combat. So Blood Boil there. It suggests I use Runic or Dancing Rune Weapon, but I'm not gonna do it because I'm gonna use it on the boss. So it shows, it just has a priority list, and then it lists off the abilities that he thinks you should be using at that time. And under that is just a basic health bar, and it will show absorbs, and it shows my mirror, my bone shield stacks on the right there. Is this guy gonna move or no? I guess we're just going, even though the heater, is he here? I'm not sure, but whoa. And then here it shows the bone shield stacks, and here I will just want to be keeping that above 5, and then above my health bar it shows my absorb of my blood shield, so when I death strike it will absorb a certain amount, and that, yeah, and that will show it there. Also when I use vampiric blood and it ends, it will trigger Umbilicus Aeternus. It's a gold trait. You'll see it in a second. Once my vampiric blood ends, see, it will show here, it will show the duration, and also it will show how much it's gonna absorb. So it's pretty good to know. So I can track my blood shield and shield and my Umbilicus Aeternus shield. So yeah, I think that's all the add-ons. Down here is details, your basic damage add-on, or damage tracking add-on. I mean, it's not really too special. I mean, so here we did the boss, but we don't have enough percent, so we're just gonna be getting some more percent. I hope he's gonna keep me up here, because I'm gonna be using Bone Storm. Okay, we can. I have a vampiric blood now. Gonna be filling out of the aids, because we don't want that. Just gonna be popping all of my cooldowns since it's the end of the dungeon. Move, bitch. Okay. And we just need 2 more percent. Come on, move. Okay, there we go. So when we kill this, we should be fine on percent, and then we have completed the dungeon. Is there anything I didn't talk about? Oh yeah, the runes on the bottom here. And what else? Yeah, that's it, pretty much. That's all that's it for my add-ons. So this is all done with weak auras and then details. And then I also use deadly boss mods, but that's fairly obvious. I think everyone that's playing World of Warcraft has had like this add-on installed. So we're gonna be getting a good item here. I hope it's gonna be legendary, like last time on my Demon Hunter. Come on, boy. Oh damn, they didn't do anything. Or they just got their mythic keystone, actually. Come on, boys, legendaries, here we go. Ah, unlucky. Wow, it's actually pretty good. I think I'm gonna equip this over. Even though it has less haste, it has more verse, so that's really good. Okay, well, guys, thanks for watching, and like, comment, subscribe.